Public health officials and veterinarians are warning about an abundance of deer ticks this summer in Minnesota. Not only do they represent a threat to humans, but also to our pets as well. The latest warning about ticks is being sounded by the Winona Veterinary Hospital. The hospital posted on its Facebook page this morning an alert to dog owners. A dog owner brought in their dog because the animal had red bugs embedded in her belly. The bugs, it turned out, were tick larvae, about 100 of them. Dr. Justine Lee is a double board certified veterinarian who has her own podcast and website devoted to pet health. Thank you so much, Dr. Lee, for coming in. All right, Dr. Lee, how big a problem is this if the larvae being embedded in the dog's skin?
Yeah, so unfortunately Minnesota is one of the top 5 states that actually has Lyme disease. And so what happens is a dog is wandering outside in the woods and these ticks will literally jump on, and they don't embed, they bite in, but unfortunately it can cause severe Lyme disease, which results in like chronic arthritis. It can actually cause kidney failure, and it's really preventable. So you can talk to your veterinarian about getting a Lyme vaccine or just using a fast-acting flea and tick oral medication that kills them right away.
Right, and apparently that's exactly what they did here, and that dog is going to be okay. But let me ask you, the dog that they had the picture of was a short-haired dog. Sure. What if you have a longer-haired dog? Because you'd never notice those tiny little red spots.
It's so hard to find, especially in a Newfoundland who has a ton of hair, who's a really big dog. So I always tell people, you want to tick check your dog and literally just feel your dog and palpate all over as soon as you're hiking in the woods. The second thing you want to do is, again, use a really fast-acting flea and tick medication, and you can always talk to your veterinarian about different types of collars that can also be used.
And we have a couple of collars right there as well. What are some of the symptoms that your dog might be sick? Is it the same sort of symptoms as humans for Lyme disease?
Yeah, so that's a great question. Unfortunately, I actually sleep with my dog, and there have been times when a dog has crawled off my dog onto me, and I found it in the middle of the night. Yes, yeah. Correct. So sorry, a tick has crawled on me. And so some of the symptoms include, again, limping, they don't want to eat, they have a really high fever, they almost walk like they're on eggshells, they're super sore, and sometimes their joints get swollen. Very rarely, again, it can cause kidney failure, so they'll stop eating, they'll get really dehydrated, they'll start losing weight, and it's easily preventable, and it's actually really easy to treat.
Okay, and Dr. Lee has a podcast, as I mentioned, and also a website that's great, that has a blog, all kinds of information. We have a link on it to it on our website. One of the things you talk about is this new study that says Minnesota has the fattest cats and dogs in the country. Why?
Well, unfortunately, it's embarrassing, right? Minnesotans, we're so in shape. We like to ski in the winter. We like to be outside in the summer. But unfortunately, I think most Minnesotans and their dogs gain more weight in the winter.
True.
They're not exercised quite as much, right? It's too cold out. And so, unfortunately, in this recent Banfield study, cats were the #1. The fattest cats were in Minnesota. The fattest dogs were in Minnesota of 50 states. And I think it's 2 main problems. A, we're feeding them way too much, and we're misinterpreting the food bag instructions, and B, we're not actually exercising them the 30 minutes that they should get a day.
How do you exercise a cat, Dr. Lee?
Great question. A laser pointer. My little trick is, if you have a multi-level house, put the kitty litter in the basement, the cat food in the 2nd floor, and that way they automatically have to walk several sets of stairs.
And you mentioned that a lot of people, in terms of overfeeding, you mentioned that the cat calorie count is at 200
That's correct.
a day? I mean, that's nothing.
So your typical 10-pound cat only needs about 200 to 220 calories. And most bags of food, that's only about 1/3 to 1/4 cup twice a day. I always tell people, if you give 1 piece of cheese and 1 ounce piece of cheese, that's 100 calories, and you've just given your cat 50% of its calories.
You know, you have on your website, you've got some really great information. One of the things I really like that I was showing the producers are these diagrams about looking at your cat, not just sideways or your dog sideways, but also the overhead angle. That's the top angle, and you should see the definition of a waist.
That's right.
And that's kind of critical as well, because those animals we saw were obviously very heavy, but a lot of even being moderately heavy is bad as well.
That's correct. So most veterinarians, even when they graduate veterinary school, are so used to seeing obese pets. I mean, we know the obesity problem has grown over 160% in the past 10 years. And so even veterinary students are graduating from vet school thinking a normal dog is normal when actually they're overweight. And so I always say you should be able to feel their ribs. They should have a tuck in their abdomen. And when you stand over them, they should actually have a waist. So again, check and just Google body condition score.
Yes.
Yeah, really easy to tell.
Well, Dr. Lee, thank you so much. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Absolutely.